We love Dark Souls. We talk about it a lot, we enjoy talking about it, and lately people have asked us what we think the games are about. Dark Souls focuses on cycles. You can't really deny this. The player character travels between bonfires in the world, and when they die, they respawn at the bonfire, and the world is reset to how it was before the character died. This idea is represented through this series, and becomes a mainstay of difficulty.
Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time.
Each cycle of the world, a chosen undead rekindles the first flame, only to have it fall into darkness again, and again, and again. Light and darkness alternate forever, it seems. Players pit themselves against demons and half-gods in dying worlds, and fight to either light the flame and usher in a new age of fire, or let the darkness continue until another chosen undead rises. If your actions have no impact on the world, then what's the point? There's entire channels dedicated to revealing and discovering particular aspects of the first flame. Others try to understand the stories of the corpses in the game, and some spend months at a time deconstructing areas and putting together world histories. All of this is valid, and surely some of it is right. Maybe the point of the game isn't that it has some secret meaning. From lighting the first flame to repeat the cycle of light and eventual decay, to taking the Throne of Want in Dark Souls 2, the series relapses onto the concept of dwindling flames.
Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again.
The world seems to exist in a strange state of halves, like a candle nearly being snuffed out. You can die at any time, and enemies are always never quite there. The undead curse is a part of life itself, as we hear from the Emerald Monarch in Dark Souls 2.
The curse is a part of life itself.
The first flame always needs to be relit to banish the curse, but it's part of life and it can't be banished for long. In other words, playing the Dark Souls games is pointless. Which is okay, because being pointless is sort of the point of Dark Souls. The cycles of light and darkness that play out for eternity in the world of Dark Souls aren't always exactly the same. Sometimes we see different kingdoms, different beings with great souls and new areas, so it's not the same story, but it's the same outcome and the same beginning. This might be an allegory for life in some ways, which is to say that as humans, we kind of inhabit these cycles naturally. We're born to parents, they eventually pass, and some of us have children, then we pass, and so on. Or maybe the game has nothing to do with real life. Again, the games kind of want us to think over it, and maybe that's the point. So when someone asks you what you think Dark Souls is about, any answer is valid really, because the games aren't really about anything except seeking meaning in a relentless cycle. My diagnosis for Dark Souls? Dark Souls really means everything.
None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow.
Hey guys, thanks for watching this episode of Potato Clinic. My name is David, I'm the producer and editor here at DCM Works. The voice you heard in the video was Ben, Literal Citrus. This episode is brought to you by Brendan A. McQuaid, a sponsor over at Patreon. If you want to help support us with a small donation, you can over at patreon.com/DCMworks or anywhere where it's linked on the sides here. If you want to see Ben and I play through the whole of Dark Souls 3, we have a Let's Play over at youtube.com/coleyhouse. It's a good time. There's lots of banter. I get very angry a lot. It's great. And if you guys want to get some shirts related to the shows, all the stuff we do, you can grab that stuff in the show notes. And we encourage you guys, as always, to support the official release and go ahead and buy Dark Souls, because, I mean, we love them. And we will see you guys next time.